If you want to achieve your streaming goals in 2026, you have to stop following the same outdated advice that kept you stuck last year. It's officially New Year's, and while everyone else is just hoping for more viewers, I'm giving you the exact 2026 streaming growth strategy and framework that you need to stack the deck in your favor. Whether you're trying to hit Twitch affiliate or Twitch partner, these 5 actionable steps are the only way to ensure that this is the year your channel finally takes off.
Starting with point number 1, which is honestly the easiest, so we'll obviously start with that one. And that's simply writing your goals down. Now, it could be something as simple as grabbing a pen and paper, which, check these out. I got this for Christmas. They're little custom pads. They're little spooky ones. It's got my little ghost emoji guy, and it's got my handle. But just writing down your goals is the important part here. So think of whatever goals you want to accomplish this year. Like, let's say get 50 followers, or maybe average 3 viewers, and just write them down like this. And just being able to see them is going to increase our chances of actually hitting them. Though, if you notice one thing about these goals right here, you'll notice that we can't actually control how many followers we get and how many viewers we get. So when you're creating these goals, think about creating goals that are actionable. So instead of writing goals like get 50 followers or average 3 viewers, let's consider writing goals that will help us get to these goals, but we can actually do things to help us get there. So you can also create sub goals underneath these goals, which will contain actionable things that we can do to help us get here, because we can't control how many followers or how many viewers we get. But what we can control is how often we stream. So let's say stream 3 days each week consistently, because while we can't control how many followers we get directly, we can control how many times we stream, which in turn will help us reach these goals here. So depending on your goals, you should be able to create sub goals from those goals in order to actually help you get them. Another one we could do as a sub goal could be trying to, let's say, stream 3 different games, because even though we might be streaming 3 times a week, those might not be good streaming times or streaming games. So to add another goal to that, we could stream 3 different games and see which one's going to be best.
Also, in 2026, consistency isn't enough anymore because the market is more overcrowded. Your sub goals need to focus on discoverability. So instead of just streaming 3 times a week, make one of your sub goals repurposing 3 vertical clips per stream to feed the platforms that actually bring in new viewers like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram.
Which leads us to point number 2, which is making sure that you experiment. Because we all know the definition of insanity, which is drinking soda without a koozie. I'm just kidding, though it kind of is, right? It's actually what Albert Einstein said, which is doing... Wait a second. That's not right. Hold on. Well, it looks like you didn't say it. Huh. You learn something new every day. Regardless, it's doing the same exact thing over and over again, expecting to achieve different results. And that's why experimentation is so important when it comes to streaming. Because you could be streaming League of Legends 3 times a week in this oversaturated category, not getting any new viewers or followers. While on the other hand, if you tried a different game that's not as saturated, like let's say South Park Stick of Truth, which is honestly one of my favorite games, then your results are probably going to be drastically different. If you're not making progress on your goals with a certain game, you can also try streaming that game at different times and different days, or a combination of different days on different times. But the problem is, I just see so many new streamers that just stream Fortnite through their Xbox over and over again, doing the same exact thing, and then complaining that they're not getting any viewers or no followers or not growing. And they're lacking the huge thing we're talking about right now, which is number 2, which is not experimenting, which is literal insanity. Like eating Taco Bell at 4 in the morning after a heavy night of drinking and waking up with a clean set of pants. That ain't happening. And a neat little hack for this is actually going in the top right corner, clicking your icon, and then go to the creator dashboard. You can then go to the analytics tab on the left and then click overview, and then you can scroll down and you'll see it has category suggestions. And these categories have higher average viewership per channel, which could increase your chances of being discovered by new viewers over time. You can also use these filters if you just, let's say, a horror game streamer like I used to be. Then it'll show you all these different horror games, which Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, I'm not sure if that classifies though. It is quite terrifying as a kid, especially. Remember that moon? Ugh, gave me nightmares. But this will basically give you your estimated browse position, how many channels there are on average, and how many viewers there are on average, and basically give you more opportunities that you wouldn't have without this little tool here. So you can use this tool to kind of get some ideas on different things you might want to experiment with. Which leads us to point number 3, and that's keeping track of our progress on these goals. Because the flaw with not keeping active progress over your goals is that we literally judge ourselves on these goals on whether they're hit or not, and not actually paying attention to how close or how much progress we've made towards it. This means if we're looking at our goals like get 50 followers right here, we can make a new one saying like, oh, we have 0 out of 50 on week 1. And then we check in next week and we're actually at 10 out of 50 for week 2. But let's say we're trying something new and it's just like 11 out of 50 for week 3. Then we know that a certain change that we made between these 2 weeks was not a good one. So we'll want to keep switching it up until we find some progress like we've been making here. But it's a lot easier to not be so negative on yourself when you can actually go in and see that, hey, like on week 1, we were at 0, and then 2 weeks from now, we're at 11. So we can actually see that progress being made here. Sure, that progress might not be a ton to some people, but that's just more encouragement to make more changes and find something that's going to work even better. I'd also suggest keeping track of your goals on a weekly schedule, because if we do it on a daily schedule, that might be a little too intense. And if you don't see progress for 3 days in a row, then that's going to be really hurtful to your soul. However, if you have progress on days 4 and 5, then you'll see on the week that you actually made about 10% towards your goal. Just kidding, that's 20%. I can't do math. That's why I'm a content creator. But a nice way to keep track of all of our progress is actually heading over back to Twitch. And inside your creator dashboard, you'll want to take advantage of the analytics tab, because there's a bunch of useful things in here. So for example, if you look at the overview tab, you'll be able to see how each stream performed here just with these simple little bars. For example, if you streamed one specific game on this day, and then you streamed a different game on this day, then you'll probably want to stream this game more often because it's getting you closer to your goals. You can also go to the research tab as well, and this will give you more analytics that you can feel free to mess with, as well as the stream summary tab, which will give you individual metrics from each stream and also tell you viewer engagement stats, as well as multiple other things, as well as chat messages, emotes, and a whole bunch of stuff, which will give you more insight to how you can improve your streams to get you closer to your goals. Which leads us to number 4, and that's taking a look at what's actually working and what's not working. And if you're making multiple changes, this might be a little bit difficult to see, which is why I recommend making changes in small increments. So like we mentioned, if you're streaming, let's say League of Legends on this stream, and then you switch over to, I don't know, South Park Stick of Truth over here, then you can see that South Park Stick of Truth definitely performed better than League of Legends. That's assuming that you don't have a bunch of other things changing, like streaming at a different day or different time. So you might want to keep certain variables constant while you're trying to change different things. Otherwise, you're not going to know if it's maybe the day, the time, or the game. So really keep that in mind when you're making these changes and experimenting. Which leads us to number 5, and that's finding what's working. And when you do find something that's working better than others, it's time to double down. Like the double down sandwich from KFC, which they keep getting rid of, but I really liked it as a filthy American. And if you do too, then put a chicken sandwich emoji in the comments below. I don't actually think there's a chicken sandwich emoji, but put the closest thing to it. And in order to do that, we're going to use a combination of both our little goal sheets that we have, as well as being a regular in the Twitch analytics tab. Because using both of these resources, we're going to be able to narrow down what's working better and doubling down on what's working and that content to propel us much closer and faster to our goals by the end of the year.
But if all of this sounds overwhelming to you and you want your hand held by someone who's been doing this for over 8 years and you want to ask me personally questions, then check out my free Streamers Masterclass, which is linked in the description down below.
And one of the greatest things that you can do to keep improving your stream and get you as fast to your goals as possible is watching this playlist to the side of me. So start binging that playlist. My name's Cody, and I will see you in the next one.